Hi guys, how's it going? So I wanted to run through the principles of health. Something I see in terms of patterns I've seen over the last decade with clients who neglect certain principles of health. So an example would be what I'll do is I'll go through the first principle. So 4 principles would be getting enough sun per day, movement per day, sleep, and eating the correct food. Obviously training is part of that, but in terms of actually getting unwell regularly, then the really important ones would be sun, sleep, meat, and movement. Okay, so getting the right nutrients into your body. So when someone neglects one of these, so those 4, even one of those 4, they will get sick. So for example, let's say somebody is in the house all day working on the laptop, they don't go outside, they don't really move much and don't get in the sun, but they eat relatively okay, and they eat relatively okay and they get enough sleep. They might feel all right, they might get away with it, all right? They might get away with it, but they don't really feel great, all right? If they go down to maybe one of them where they're not eating that well, but they're sleeping well, they'll most likely get sick. It usually drops. If someone doesn't do all 4 of them, they get massively unwell. And if they do that over a long period of time, they can get chronically ill. And that's seen patterns. That's just right in front of me. I've seen it with my own eyes. If you do 3 of them, obviously, as you can see clearly, the closer you go to the 4 principles, the more you can optimize your health. If you go to the bonus, which is keeping your training right on point, you're going to be massively optimized. I'm just talking about getting sick. People say to me, oh, I got sick, there's something going on in the office. I'm like, the reason everyone's sick and you've normalized it is because it's common. It's common, but how many people are very unhealthy? Everyone. Like, a lot of people, I'm not going to throw out a random percentage, but a lot of people who do not have optimized health. And that is due to the fact is they're not doing those 4 principles and the 5th principle, bonus principle. And that is massively important. And when I say bonus principle, I just say that to understand it's really important, those 4, but it's still super important to get your training and your weightlifting. And because if you're wanting to actually optimize, I'm just talking those 4 is to stop you getting sick. The 5th one is to optimize your health, to go to that next level and to make sure your body is progressing and you're getting stronger, putting more muscle on, your hormones are balanced, and that's super important. So make sure when you are looking at your health from taking a step back, you need to be following that. Don't give yourself those excuses where you say, oh, I'm sick because I'm around kids. I worked with kids for many years and I never got sick. So my focus for you would be making sure you take full responsibility for your health as opposed to making excuses about people around you and fully just grasping the fact as it is your fault that you're sick to a certain extent. If you are, unless you have a genuine genetic issue, which is fully understandable, but apart from that, you should be taking responsibility for your health and following it consistently daily. And listen, if you have a half a day off on occasion, it's not going to be the end of the world, but you have to have it as the main focus of your life. And if you have that as the foundation, everything else in your life will follow massively positively. And when your mind and your body is all in sync, I feel everything goes well and there's much higher chance of going well. So I hope that helps, and any questions, as always, please let me know.